American Flag Shop.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. I'm going to call the Marion Township Board of Supervisors organizational meeting for January 5th, 2026 to order. Time is now 7:03. First item, as always, is the Pledge of Allegiance. So I'd like to ask everyone to please rise. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, at this time, I will open the floor to public comments. Seeing none, we'll move into the main items for the meeting. Because this is the reorganizational meeting, we have to appoint a temporary chairman for the organization of this meeting. Just for continuity's sake, I'll motion for me to continue being the chairman. Seconded by Denny.
Okay, motion made by Peter, second by Denny. Roll call, Peter.
Aye.
Jesse.
Aye.
Denny.
Aye.
Okay. Next is to appoint the temporary secretary for the organizational meeting. I'll motion to appoint Lisa Paggerly.
I'll second it.
That was a Jesse second.
Okay. Motion made by Peter, second by Jesse. Roll call, Peter.
Aye.
Jesse.
Aye.
Denny.
At this time, I'll declare all offices vacant. Our first item is to appoint the chairman for 2026. I'll motion for me again, unless anybody has any objection.
I'll second.
Okay, let's say, I'm not gonna fight anybody for it, but
We're gonna fight
Yeah.
not for it.
yeah.
All right, so the motion was made by Peter, second by Jesse.
Yeah.
Did I at least get to scare you for a little
How can
second?
you appoint yourself? Let somebody else.
He's getting excited.
I'm keeping the meeting flowing. I don't want to sit here in abject silence while everybody waits for me to
Okay,
do it.
anyway.
Yeah, anyway.
Motion made
Yeah.
by Peter, second by
By
Jesse.
Jesse.
Roll call, Peter.
Aye.
Jesse. Denny.
Okay, vice chairman. Jesse, you want to do it again or?
Sure.
Okay, I'll make a motion for Jesse to be appointed vice chairman.
I'll second that.
Motion made by Peter, second by Denny. Roll call, Peter.
Aye.
Jesse.
Aye.
Denny.
Okay.
I think Irene was vice chair.
Well, you
2 years ago.
That's true.
Yeah, 2 years ago, and then you had it. The appointment of full-time secretary. I'll make a motion to appoint Lisa Paggerly.
Second it again.
Motion made by Peter, second by Jesse. Roll call, Peter.
Aye.
Jesse. Denny.
Okay. I didn't get rid of either of them tonight. I'm kidding.
Be careful what you wish
Yeah.
for, dude.
I know, I'm joking.
I know why you said all the way on the end.
Joking.
Okay, so appointment of the part-time assistant secretary. I'll make a motion to appoint Abby Liptak.
I'll second.
Motion made by Peter, second by Jesse. Roll call, Peter.
Aye.
Jesse.
Aye.
Denny.
Appointment of the part-time treasurer. I'll make a motion to appoint Dan Klein.
No.
That says part-time assistant treasurer.
No,
No,
that's
the part-time
assistant part-time
treasurer.
treasurer.
Yeah.
Next one down is a part-time assistant treasurer. 7 and 8 are different.
Oh my God, I'm reading this wrong.
No, it's okay.
Assistant secretary.
Yeah, part-time.
I'm more-
He's the part-time, and then Abby would be the part-time.
Are you declining your position? You said no.
No. Yes.
He's being facetious.
Well, he was confused.
I was.
Yeah. Okay, so for everybody's sake
Oh,
of
hold on,
clarity,
let's start
number
over.
7 is appoint the part-time treasurer, in which I'm making motion for Dan Klein.
I'll second.
Motion made by Peter, second by Jesse.
Okay.
Roll call, Peter.
Aye.
Jesse.
Aye.
Denny.
Got there eventually, guys. Okay. Appoint the part-time assistant treasurer. I'll make a motion for Lisa Paggerly.
I'll second that.
Motion made by Peter, second by Denny. Roll call, Peter.
Aye.
Jesse. Denny.
Okay, next is to appoint the full-time roadmaster. I'll make a motion for Carl Liptak.
I'll second.
Motion made by Peter, second by Jesse. Roll call, Peter.
Aye.
Jesse.
Aye.
Denny.
That's okay. Next is to appoint the township solicitor. Last year, this was attorney Andrew George and attorney Colin McFarland from Kozlov Stout. I see no difference to change that, so I'll make a motion to appoint attorney Andrew George and attorney Colin McFarland from Kozlov Stout as the township solicitor for 2026.
I'll second that.
Motion made by Peter, second by Denny. Roll call, Peter.
Aye.
Jesse. Denny.
Aye.
Okay. Next is to appoint the zoning hearing board solicitor. Last year, as it was in many years prior, this was Keith Mooney from Barley Snyder. I'll make a motion to reappoint.
I'll second it.
Motion made by Peter, second by Jesse. Roll call, Peter.
Aye.
Jesse.
Aye.
Denny.
Aye. So what does, can I ask a question?
Sure.
Zoning hearing board solicitor, what does he do?
Anytime there's a variance request or a challenge to zoning, there's a specific attorney for that. That whole thing is basically a little mini court proceeding. There's a stenographer, the whole 9 yards. We don't have them a whole lot, but if there is a variance request that requires a zoning hearing, then that's what kind of clicks into place.
Okay.
The appointment of the financial institution is the next item. This was Fulton Bank. I see no reason to change that, so I'll make a motion to reappoint Fulton Bank as our financial institution.
I'll second that.
Motion made by Peter, second by Denny. Roll call, Peter.
Aye.
Jesse. Denny.
Hey, this one, yes,
What was number 10, appoint township?
solicitor. That's Andrew George and Colin McFarland from Kozlov Stout. Kept it same as last year.
Word solicitor, this thing.
It's okay. Okay, did we ever hear back from the auditing for either Turbine or?
No, I know Colin said he had one. What's our budget? Do you know?
No. So we'll table this one until the January meeting. So make a note of 13 being tabled.
Okay, and because I looked on the thing and it was blank, and
I will double check.
Yeah.
We have, whatever we had for Akins was in the budget again for 2026, so I didn't change that.
okay,
You want to copy it?
But not right now, Dan.
yeah,
We can worry about it later.
yeah, we'll
Okay, so what do we need to do to make it happen in January?
We just have to appoint them.
yeah,
We just have to find a company that's we like and they're willing to do it, and we appoint them. And then we engage them to do the audit in March.
And we're doing that now, Lisa?
yep,
Yeah, and so she had people, I just couldn't remember if we ended up on anybody,
Okay,
which I don't think we did, because we
No.
were still, we're
yeah,
I think with,
Lower Heidelberg or somebody, or Richland was gonna give us a reference for somebody that they're using.
I remember.
Yeah.
a lot of them
Yeah.
are using Turbine,
Turbine.
but I think with the holiday and everything,
Yeah,
I'll start
it's a
following.
weird time of
yeah.
year.
I'll start following back up on that again.
Next is to appoint the engineering firm. We got a bunch of proposals. Last year we had systems design engineering. I know Kraft does this. Kraft's proposal was very good. Denny, thank you for putting together the
Yeah.
table comparison. My personal opinion is we go with Kraft. We have Kraft work with SDE on a smooth transference, but we go with them because they have better rates to start with. More differing talent within their agency, and we already use Kraft for residential codes and zoning, so it makes a tremendous amount of sense to me to just go with Kraft.
I like the idea of, having, it seems like Troy does everything, so we're paying his rate regardless of the level of skills.
Yeah.
A lot of times these road work, they come out and look at it. Probably their low cost guys can do that.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of things, not to mention just the economy of scale of time.
Look
One.
at the work you put in. Is this the spreadsheet you made printed out?
Yeah.
It's different. Yeah, I saw your email.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at the numbers side by side like
Yeah.
that, it's like
it's lower.
a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot lower. So at this point, I think I'm getting consensus from the rest of the board. I'll make a motion to appoint Kraft Municipal Group as the engineering firm and planning commission.
And I'll second it.
Good job.
Motion made by Peter, second by Jesse. Roll call, Peter.
Aye.
Jesse.
Aye.
Denny.
So who's going to contact SDE or Kraft?
Thank God Lisa's a secretary.
Wow.
Yeah, no, we'll send them a thank you, but
Dismissed now.
yeah, yeah,
I'll contact them.
yeah. I mean, I don't mind
No,
calling.
I'll take care of it.
It's all business.
Yep, I'll take care of it.
Thank you for everything you've done.
Just
We're gonna make
fine.
sure
Look
that,
at-
Look at the numbers.
Yeah.
Final bill.
but we'll send them a nice letter. We can, workshop it as a team, but just, thank you for everything you've
Yeah.
done. We've decided to go a different direction with our engineering services, but,
And we'd like you to work with a transition.
Yeah,
as
so we
needed.
look forward to having you make a smooth transition over to Kraft Municipal.
Yeah, I'll talk to Kraft too, and
Is that an ASAP?
I'll talk to Kraft and see who, their contact with Kraft and
Yeah.
SD and have them work together to migrate.
hand off everything.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'd be interested in, alternate sixth, is that one we let, SD?
I would have SD handed off. That's gonna be years before that's done.
Yeah, okay.
that's been going on even
Yeah.
before I started and
Yeah,
then,
it's still gonna be years
Yeah.
before they even get a shovel on the ground.
yeah,
So, yeah, I would say we just get them to hand off any blueprints, drawings, plans, things that
Yeah.
we've paid for, obviously, because like, yes, they still have it, but it is ours because we paid for it.
yep, I'll
And
get
then
that taken care
transfer
of.
that over and then just kind of consolidate. Okay, next is to appoint engineering for wastewater projects. This was Hydroterra last year. Again, I don't see any reason to change or deviate from that, so I'll make a motion to appoint Hydroterra Professionals as the wastewater engineering firm.
I'll second that.
Motion made by Peter, second by Denny, roll call Peter.
Aye.
Jesse.
Aye.
Denny.
Aye.
Okay, next is to appoint the building code officials and code enforcement officer. Last year, this was Craft Municipal Group. Based on our previous discussion, I'm gonna make a motion to appoint them again.
I'll second.
Motion made by Peter, second by Jesse, roll call Peter.
Aye.
Jesse.
Aye.
Denny.
Aye.
Let's wait and see if you're gonna go.
Okay, next is the zoning officer. Last year, this was Michael Bingham, Troy Spade, and Systems Design Engineering. Based on our Craft Municipal Group discussion, I'm gonna make a motion to appoint the zoning officer as Craft Municipal Group.
I'll second that.
Motion made by Peter, second by Denny, roll call Peter.
Aye.
Jesse.
Engineer.
Denny.
Aye.
Okay, next is to appoint the assistant zoning officer. Last year, this was Craft Municipal Group. Based on this, I'd say we just put a pin on this. I don't know that we actually need an alternate. And if they have any recommendations, then we can just appoint them when we revisit number 13 as well.
Okay, I'll just table that one for now.
Next is to appoint the sewage enforcement officer. Last year, this was Scott McCaffrey from Systems Design Engineering. I'm gonna suggest that we go with Craft on this one too. So appoint Craft Municipal Group as the SEO.
I'll second it.
Who's that?
Jesse.
Motion made by Peter, second by Jesse, roll call Peter.
Aye.
Jesse.
Aye.
Denny.
Aye.
And then the alternate SEO has been Hydroterra for the past couple of years. I think that doesn't have any need to change, so I'll make a motion to appoint Hydroterra as the alternate SEO for 2026.
I'll second that.
Motion made by Peter, second by Denny, roll call Peter.
Aye.
Jesse.
Aye.
Denny.
Next is the appointment of road crew employees. In 2026, Don Height is no longer interested in serving on the road crew. David Stobby is interested in coming back in a limited capacity to help out with certain things. So we'll take Don off and put David on and make sure we get Denny on. So our list of road crew is going to read as Kevin Sadison, Tony Brubaker, Ryan Allgaier, John Selesky, Peter McCarthy, Jesse Hafer, Dennis Warner, Carl Liptak, Jonathan Claypool, and Abby Liptak. Like I said, I have somebody, if you want to talk to them, I can send over a resume. But I think as for this point in time, unless anybody has any adds, removes, or changes, I think that's the list we go with. So I'll make a motion to approve the appointment as listed.
I'll second it.
Jesse? Motion made by Peter, second by Jesse, roll call Peter.
Aye.
Jesse. And.
Aye.
Okay, Planning Commission. There is one term that expires this year. It's Claire Zimmerman. Claire is willing to serve another term. These are 4-year terms. So I'll make a motion to reappoint Claire Zimmerman as the one of the delegates to the Planning Commission.
I'll second that.
Motion made by Peter, second by Denny, roll call Peter.
Aye.
Jesse.
Aye.
Denny.
Aye.
You guys don't want to like second anything tonight?
We're trying to stay in step and we're not very good at that.
It's okay. Just rock, paper, scissors and see who knows. It's fine.
Or every other.
Yeah.
So
Uh,
Claire Zimmerman, I
yeah.
think the one time for the Alden, I did not see her there.
Oh, it's a him.
It's a him.
It's a him.
Oh, okay, that is.
No, it's okay. That threw me for a little bit first, but no, Claire's a guy.
Okay.
Western Berks Planning Commission, we have 2 appointees and an alternate. Last year, this was Jesse and myself. So this year, we're gonna mix it up a little bit. I'll make a motion to appoint myself and Denny as the primaries and Jesse as the alternate.
Seconded.
Motion made by Peter, second by Jesse. Roll call, Peter.
Aye.
Jesse.
Aye.
Denny.
Okay, zoning hearing board. This has one vacancy this year. This is the 5-year term that is currently being held by Anthony Martin. He is interested in serving another term, so I'll make a motion to reappoint Anthony as the zoning hearing board, or on the zoning hearing board.
I'll second it.
Motion made by Peter, second by Jesse. Roll call, Peter.
Aye.
Jesse.
Aye.
Denny.
Okay, next, vacancy board chair. This is a 1-year term, reappointed every year. Last year was Kelly. You're interested in serving again? Okay, I'll make a motion to appoint Kelly Cox as the vacancy board chairman.
I'll second that.
Motion made by Peter, second by Denny. Roll call, Peter.
Aye.
Jesse.
Aye.
Denny.
Now, none of you guys need to resign so that we don't have to worry about that, okay?
That's right.
No more resignations.
Oh, I'm handing mine in next week.
You're killing me, Lisa. Okay, next is to appoint the emergency management coordinator. Last year, this was John Selesky, who is willing to continue to serve. So I'll make a motion to appoint John Selesky as the EMC.
I'll second that.
Motion made by Peter, second by Denny. Roll call, Peter.
Aye.
Jesse.
Aye.
Denny.
Okay, next is the right to know records officer and alternate. Last year was Lisa. Previously, we had Irene on there as well, so we do need an alternate. Lisa, I'm assuming you're willing to continue to do right
Yes.
to know.
Yep.
Denny, do you want to take a crack at that one?
Sure.
It's not glamorous work. I'll spoil that one for you, but it's digging through boxes and finding stuff when
Oh,
somebody puts
that
an
could be
art.
interesting.
Right to know it.
That doesn't happen that often.
Yeah, it's not all
Oh,
that
you should
often.
have done that one.
No problem. I got it.
Okay, so I'll make a motion to appoint Lisa Pagerly as the primary right to know officer and Dennis Warner as the alternate.
I'll second it.
Motion made by Peter, second by Jesse. Roll call, Peter.
Aye.
Jesse.
Aye.
Denny.
This is good practice for the actual meetings because then we'll,
Yeah,
get
right.
into this.
If we have this many in meetings, it
Yeah,
could be a problem.
yeah. No, we shouldn't. I really hope we shouldn't. Okay, next is to appoint a supervisor liaison for the planning commission. Last year, planning commission was me. I'm willing to do that again unless one of you guys has an interest in it.
Go for it.
Okay, I'll make a motion to appoint myself as the planning commission liaison.
I'll second that.
Motion made by Peter, second by Denny. Roll call, Peter.
Aye.
Jesse.
Aye.
Denny.
Okay, same with zoning hearing board. Does anybody have an interest in that one?
If you want to do it, go
I
for it.
mean, I've got my name on a lot of stuff, so anything that one of you guys wants a crack at, then just speak up.
Right.
Okay, I guess me for zoning hearing board. Motion on the table.
I'll second.
Motion made by Peter, second by Jesse. Roll call, Peter.
Aye.
Jesse.
Aye.
Denny.
Okay. Liaison to the police department. This was previously Irene. Jesse, do you want that one?
You want me to do it?
I mean, you talk to him a lot,
No,
but no,
unfortunately.
I used to do that, so I don't mind taking that over again unless Denny, you'd like that
I
one.
mean, I'll do it, but it's up to you guys.
It's-
You guys hash this out.
Honestly, I think you're the right guy.
Right, I'll do it.
Okay, motion for Jesse Hafer
Not shy.
to the police department.
God bless them.
Second it?
Motion made by Peter, second by Denny. Roll call, Peter.
Aye.
Jesse.
Aye.
Denny.
Okay, next is the liaison for the township building and playgrounds. Last year was me technically, although Jesse ended up picking up some of my slack, so I'll make a motion to appoint Jesse as the liaison for the township building and playground.
I'll second that.
Motion made by Peter, second by Denny. Roll call, Peter.
Aye.
Jesse.
Aye.
Denny.
Next is to appoint the current per capita tax collector. Last year was Eileen Height. I think she technically won the election, so I don't know that we really have much of a choice there. So
Do that, do we?
I think technically we have to. It's been on the agenda for every single year that I've done this. So
Yeah.
We have to accept that.
I'll make a motion to accept and appoint Eileen Height as the per capita tax collector.
No.
Motion made by Peter, second by Jesse. Roll call, Peter.
Aye.
Jesse.
Aye.
Denny.
Okay, next is the appointment of the delinquent per capita tax collection. Last year, as with many years prior, is Element statewide tax recovery. I'll make a motion to reappoint.
Motion made by Peter, second by Denny. Roll call, Peter.
Aye.
Jesse. Denny.
Okay. Next is to appoint the Chief Administrative Officer for Marion Township's pension plan. Last year, this was Irene. It can be any one of the three of us, so.
So it can't be the treasurer.
I mean, I think technically it can, but my understanding of this was the person that's overseeing the pension plan isn't supposed to be like off the board.
Okay.
So what's this mean? What's it require?
So you have to look at the pension plan once a year and certify our contributions to it and the amount in the pension. It's pretty rote. It's essentially like auditing the pension plan.
Okay.
Also, there's the occasional thing that we have to like vote on for that if there's something as part of the pension plan cooperative like fund. But I want to say that's maybe once a year, if that. There's really not a lot to it. It's not anywhere near as involved as the actual like secretarial work or the treasurer work.
You know, when I was asked to run for office,
Yeah.
Dan said, you just have to show for 2 meetings. I knew he was lying, but
Yeah.
So you would be a good guy for this, being an engineer.
You just have to show up for 2 meetings. All the rest of the other work you have to show up for too.
So yeah, he
you
didn't
didn't say that
didn't
part.
lie.
If it
He
makes
just
you feel any better, whenever there's a new project at my house, my wife says, all you gotta do is.
Yep.
Maybe you should be on the board.
yeah. Does she want to be the chief administrator for the?
Yeah, put my name.
Okay, so I'll make a motion as Dennis Warner for the Chief Administrative Officer for Marion Township's pension plan.
I'll second it.
Motion made by Peter, second by Jesse. Roll call, Peter.
Aye.
Jesse. Denny.
Now, does Fulton Bank run this?
No, that's actually through PSATs.
Yeah.
Oh, PSATs.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, and if you have any questions, you just call them up. They're
Yeah.
super nice about it. Okay, the employee pay rates. So for secretary this past year, we had $23 an hour. The assistant secretary was 19. Treasurer was 21. Assistant treasurer was 19. Carl, we hired on at $31 an hour. Road crew work was just 21 an hour. Anything that is an elected position, for example, our positions have to be pay rates set by the auditors, which I think at this point would essentially just be road crew for us, because I don't think any of us are officially going to be doing treasurer work or secretary work. That doesn't mean we can't help Dan out if he asks. We just don't put time in for it.
Mhm.
So based on what I've tried to do at least every single year is stuff gets more expensive every year. We all know this. I usually shoot for a 50 cent an hour pay raise based on positions. If we do that, that would mean the secretary would go to $23.50 an hour. Assistant secretary would go to $19.50. Assistant treasurer would go to $19.50. Treasurer would be $21.50. Carl would be $31.50, and road crew would be $21.50.
So being that, here's one thing I want to say, being
Yeah.
that they did not raise the treasurer rate for years,
6 years.
6 years.
Well, they didn't change the assistant treasurer rate. We set the treasurer rate. Forget when we did that, but that was like 2 years ago.
Right, but it hasn't been.
It hasn't been up.
paid out
It
in
hasn't
6
been up
years.
since. So I'm open to discussion. I'm just kind of calling it out that current what it was last year. If we did a 50 cent increase, that's what it
So
would be.
here's what I'm thinking. Hear me out.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
shoot the messenger.
No, go for it.
If we were to pay the treasurer $24.50 an hour,
Okay.
and then the assistant secretary, right, is now going to be at $23.50 an hour, right?
Yeah.
Well, no, the
secretary.
$23.50. How about we make the assistant treasurer rate $23.50? Evens it out, then there's no fighting about, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The
So
back
you
and
would
forth.
effectively have Lisa have the same rate for secretary and assistant.
So
treasurer.
we don't have to.
So we don't have to split hairs on.
Correct,
Okay. Yeah, I
And
can.
then make him what?
$24.50.
$24.50
So he would be getting $1 more an hour than.
It's still a treasurer position.
Rather
being
than the
treasurer-
assistant.
Full time.
Correct, you're not full. You're
Well,
running
so
full-time,
hold
but
on,
he's only gonna be-
hold on. I see Lisa's point though, that Dan, as the treasurer, would be making $24.50, whereas she is the full-time secretary is only making 23. Like that's where you're coming from with
Yeah.
this, and I get, yeah, $23.50.
Whereas
So-
Dan's take home.
What's
was
that,
that?
Kelly?
I think that's a big thing. I know. what you're
Yeah,
saying.
yeah,
I
yeah,
think it's-
It is a big pay hike,
Yeah.
but they also lowered that rate from what I was told historically. I was told
It's-
years ago it was up to 22 something.
it's
Years ago.
also, I would say if I have to be honest about this, we're still probably below market rate if we had to hire somebody
You
to
are,
do it.
yeah.
We're definitely
So-
below market rate on everything.
Yeah. Yeah. So let me propose this.
Your budget.
Yeah, we can, there's a little bit of flex in the budget there. Let's do this.
Well,
What if we set the secretary rate to 2350, the assistant treasurer rate to 2350, just because we're gonna make it easy on Lisa with timekeeping,
Mhm.
and we set Dan's rate to 23 or 2350. And we just level it,
2350, all of them. That works.
because
Dan.
you're doing work,
works for me.
you're doing a lot more hours,
Okay, now-
Dan does work,
Wait, what's this? So
So,
the secretary's 20,
secretary, assistant, treasurer
treasurer,
would be 2350, and then treasurer would be 2350. So we just normalize that at 2350. That way there's not any screaming, yelling,
See,
pushing, shoving.
okay, and what is,
The assistant secretary is currently 19, so I would say we either do 1950 or 20 on that. It's currently at 19. We haven't really had much use for that. We had two positions briefly there with like Soul.
You're saying with
But-
50-cent increase.
Yeah, I'd say I typically try to go for the 50-cent increase, but that's the question on the table is, do we go to 1950 or do we go to 20? Knowing that it is going to be relatively limited hours. It's Abby just coming in and helping out.
Yeah, and over the summer, it's gonna be.
It's gonna be road
less.
Yeah. Yeah, basically during the summer, she's just
She's
gotta,
gonna be out doing stuff.
yeah,
with
or if
road
for
crew.
whatever reason I'm like on vacation
Yeah,
or I
yeah.
can't come to a meeting. You know,
Is
she'll,
there any way you can make her combination the same?
That's,
And, cause
If we
So-
when I'm doing payroll, I have to split Abby.
well, it's gonna be pretty easy to split Abby. She's either gonna be out on the road
Yeah.
or she's gonna be sitting here at the desk doing
Yeah.
secretarial work.
And most of the time, it's winter time, she'll be.
Yeah, so hear me out. So road crew is at $21. We would be potentially going to 2150 for the road crew. Why don't we just set the assistant secretary to $20? That way, there's really not a huge difference between the two, but the two are still functionally distinct.
I like that.
So you got that?
okay, so she's going to
She's
20.
going to 20 for assistant secretary, and then road crew would be 2150.
Because you said that that position had been flat for a couple years.
Yeah,
And we're okay with only giving road crew 2150,
I mean, that's a question for the table. Do we?
being that it is a heavy, hard labor job in the heat of the summer and in the coldest of the winter.
I wouldn't mess with it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's okay. Nobody's
say.
really doing that to make like
Right.
a huge amount of money. Like let me rephrase that. Carl does this for his full-time job.
Right.
And that's why we pay Carl the 31,
We
potentially
expect a lot of
3150, and we
Right,
expect a lot out
we
of
expect
it.
a
when
lot
Carl
out of Carl.
delivers.
He doesn't have
But
health benefits through us either.
The
Same
assistant,
with you don't.
the
sorry,
assistant
what?
stuff is,
No,
no, because we,
no, I go
we
with my husband
Yeah.
and that's being increased
yeah,
too, so,
it sucks everywhere.
yeah.
My point with the other road crew stuff is Carl's doing the heavy lifting as the roadmaster. And then assistants would be like helping out with cold patching or, mowing,
Yeah.
putting signs in. It's involved. Yes, it's strenuous, but it's not anywhere near as involved as what Carl's doing.
I know
So-
last year he had a couple people who wanted to do it. So-
Yeah.
And again, they're probably doing that for.
Yeah,
making some
couple
money.
hours here, couple hours there, that kind of thing.
Carl gets the physical, I get the mental.
Yeah. Although, yeah, I think he gets some of the mental
He gets
sometimes
some of the
too.
mental too.
Yeah. People harassing him about plowing.
Yeah,
Okay, so, do we want to keep Carl at 31? Because we actually just set that rate not too long ago when we hired him on, or do we want to up it?
What was Carl's date of hire? Do we know that? And
it was
Because-
December.
was December last
Yeah,
year.
Yeah.
it was about a year ago.
Yeah, it was December. We did it at,
Was it December or was it January?
it was December.
Okay,
I'm
I'll
almost
take your
positive
word
it
for it.
was- Yeah.
So I mean, it's been a year. I would say
He's been
it's
with
time
us
for it.
A year,
Yeah.
at least give him something.
Yeah, okay.
Because it's been a year
So-
and
Yeah.
he's
Third-
worked hard.
Yeah, all at one time. I'm with you on that, especially because municipal stuff, I'm sure there's a way to do it, but generally we do this stuff at the beginning of the year rather than like normal, like private sector stuff. You do it during performance reviews.
Mhm.
So, 3150 for
Yeah.
the full-time worker,
Okay, and then road crew is,
2150.
okay. All right, so let me get this correct then.
Okay.
So secretary, 2350, assistant secretary, 20, treasurer, 2350, assistant treasurer, 2350. Roadmaster, 3150, and road crew, 2150.
Correct.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I'll second it.
Okay, one quick thing, as kind of an addendum to that, it's my recommendation to pass along to the auditors that the supervisors' pay rates for each and every one of those positions be set the exact same.
Yep.
No difference.
Yeah. If we step into one of those roles, we have to.
Okay, so, tomorrow night, the road crew for you guys would be 2150 then.
Correct.
Okay. Give me a second to write
Yeah,
this.
yeah, no, you take as much time as you need, Lisa.
Alrighty,
Okay, we have to take roll call, I think, on that.
who made the motion?
I
You made the
motioned,
motion
Jesse
it.
seconded.
Roll call, Peter?
Aye.
Jesse?
Aye.
Benny?
Okay, next is the snow emergency contractors pay rate. Last year it was $20 per hour on payroll and then $80 per hour for rented equipment. Honestly, I still think $100 an hour is plenty sufficient for that.
So
We
Right.
haven't had to engage them on that, but in an emergency, I still think that's a perfectly fair rate.
in an emergency, do we want non-regulated equipment on our new roads though? That's where I'm going with this. The other thing is too, as a community, should want to help each other.
Yeah, the only reason that we did this was to get around, and I don't want to say get around in a way like we were being sneaky, but it was to address the concern of workman's comp and liability. That's the only reason. When we
Okay.
have this in place, if somebody were to be injured in the capacity of like removing snow for the township, our workman's comp would pick it up. That's the only reason this came about.
Okay, because as you're gonna experience, unfortunately now.
Yeah.
Which my road is still public.
Yeah.
But for years, I've used my subcompact and never turned in or begged for money from the township, and I would never
Yeah,
beg for money from the township.
Yeah.
I would hope that people, instead of abusing this policy,
you would hope, but
right, would
Yeah.
want to help each
and
other
I
out.
think there's a fair number of people that do that, but there are a handful of people that will do more and like clear roads and stuff like that. And then there's usually, if that happens, there's a
How do
small
you
bit.
control?
We only pay it if we've activated them. Like unless we say, hey, we want you to
But
go
I
out and do
mean-
this. If somebody just gives us a receipt for like, hey, I went and cleared a road, it's like, oh, that's cute.
Yeah. We get a heavy snowstorm.
Yeah.
One of your road crew turns in 15 hours of snow plow. How do you know he spent 15 hours plowing snow?
I mean, there's a certain element to trust on that. And right now it's Carl. So if Carl says I was out 15
Oh,
hours, yeah.
Carl, I would
Yeah,
trust.
yeah,
It's
but-
the other.
Yeah, but that would kind of fall to Carl as the roadmaster to
keeping
police that.
tabs.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, so that's essentially like, if you're looking at this from like a hierarchy thing.
Yeah,
Road
they
crew
should-
reports to Carl, Carl reports to us.
Right.
So we're not gonna micromanage and, keep tabs on like, oh, Abby was out for 8.5 hours and she put
Yeah.
9 on her timesheet. That's on Carl to say, hey, I know you worked X number of hours this week. Your time card doesn't reflect that either positively or negatively.
I think this also needs to be communicated to Carl.
Oh, yeah, then, yeah, for sure. And Carl, this is not his first rodeo. He knows all this. But yeah, that's from our standpoint on the board, there's a certain degree of trust in there that, our
Just
professional
a
services.
question.
Yeah,
And I think the reality is what I'm hearing, what I believe is, it was probably not watched as well. And now that we have Carl there.
No,
now he's
well,
able to certificate.
we even set this rate though? So let's just say,
Well, for the contractor, yeah,
well, let's just say, for example, you go out with your private tractor and you're out there all day doing a road, right?
I wouldn't put in for it.
I know you would.
Yeah.
I know you
Wouldn't
would.
hire you. Yeah. Oh, well, thanks.
I'm trying to make a point here. I know you wouldn't charge for it, right?
Yeah.
You wouldn't charge for your time, your gas.
Yeah.
Your use and abuse and your equipment, because I haven't done that either.
Yeah.
Right? But why should the farmer down the street get the $80 per hour and you don't get it?
Because we need them.
Yeah. And say it's
an
in an emergency.
And we're saying we are
Oh crap, we need something.
up to.
Yeah.
I know, but they should still want to help.
I
And
agree.
that's where I go
can't-
with it,
yeah.
because I would do it regardless whether it was an emergency or not, and not charge.
I'm right there with you, but not everybody thinks that same way. So
Right.
again, like I said, this exists by the necessity of if somebody is doing that, they're technically on the workman's comp. That's the only real driver for that.
So now here's my other question.
Yeah.
Me and you were out there donating our time on our private equipment.
Mhm.
And now I fall off and break my leg.
It's on you.
It's on me.
But I mean,
Yeah,
when we lived on
Yeah.
Main Street, my husband snow blowed the
Yeah.
whole block.
Yeah.
Where people park.
Yeah.
On the one side.
Yeah.
It was just something he did.
yeah. And so even before just
And you
about
didn't turn in a time slip either. I'm sure.
no, and then like I think we're maybe making this out to be a bigger issue than it is, honestly, because it's
Yeah.
only really when something is catastrophically wrong that it becomes
Right.
Otherwise, like if somebody like, let's say Mervyn across the street from me clears the road, he's not gonna put in a time slip. And if he does, we're not gonna pay it.
Right.
So like until we say, hey, we want you to go out and do this, if you do it, cool, that's on you.
I mean, I agree with you. I just know that we put in a lot of time.
Mhm.
We're the ones that get shit on at the end of the day by the public.
Yeah, that's the
And-
name of the
and
game.
Unfortunately, they're the
It's-
ones that show up at your door 50 times a day.
Yeah,
So,
I'm sure that he's-
yeah, as I say, the public office is a thankless role.
yeah.
Well, and the other side of that, I agree with you, but the problem is you get 5 or 10% of the population that does that.
Right.
And you
Yeah.
probably have 10% that's out there clearing stuff out without even being asked.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's human nature, unfortunately.
Yeah, so I mean, if nothing else from a liability standpoint, I think we should have it on the books just in case, that way we're covered.
Yeah.
So if we're not speaking up about any change in rate, like I said, I think $100 is still a perfectly reasonable rate, even 2026.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion to set the snow emergency contractors pay rate for 2026 at $20 per hour on payroll and $80 per hour of rented equipment.
They do need to
Hold on. Motion on the table. So
I'll
motion,
second that.
okay, Dennis,
Motion made by Peter, second by Denny. Roll call Peter.
Aye.
Jesse.
Aye.
Denny.
okay,
They do need to understand that $80 an hour,
Hmm.
once they reach $600, they will get a 1099.
if they don't, they will.
You bet.
I don't depend on people
Yeah.
doing these things.
Yeah.
Just when it shows up, they'll say, what's this?
What's this? Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
see, we had issues before where
Oh,
they
yeah.
weren't getting a 1099
Yeah,
for all that money.
yeah.
Do we have a list of acceptables?
We do. Mervyn supplied that. I believe Carl has it, but it's a list of a bunch of the farmers in the area that are
Yeah.
willing to do that if necessary.
So we can just talk to Carl. Somebody said, but he should verify that their equipment is acceptable.
Yeah,
Correct, because a lot of these snow,
If they're willing to do it.
a lot of
Yeah.
these snow plows
that's why it's open-ended.
may not have a snow guard on it. Some of them will dig right into the macadam if they don't have a snow
That's,
guard.
yeah,
So we should really make sure if they're going to do it, Carl should go out and inspect their
Yeah.
bucket and their plow before they do any action.
Yeah.
Because if they don't have a snow guard on and we put all this money into these new roads, and they carve them up, it's gonna be
$50,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
terrible. And then who's responsible? Because they're on our payroll. We are.
Yeah, I mean, look at Sheridan Road. You could tear that one apart
Mm,
in a hurry.
You give me a full-size farm tractor, that road could be up in a couple minutes.
yeah,
If you don't know what you're doing.
yep. Okay, Board of Supervisors meeting pay rate and road work rate. Road work rate, we had said to set the same as the regular road crew, so 2150. And I see no reason to increase our pay. What little we have to take, so,
You're saying for the meeting?
yeah, for the $60 for the meeting.
Yeah,
That's,
you know, we're,
that's,
I looked and there was, other places are 80 or 100, but
yeah,
frankly, with everything we're doing, I'm not
Yeah.
excited about raising it right
no, and for what it's worth, my 8th year, going on 9th year?
In 60.
It's been 60 since when I started, and it's just be like, none of us are doing this to make money. This
I was
is,
gonna say,
I toss this money in my kid's 529 account,
Yeah.
so just let it ride. So motion to recommend the establishment of the supervisor's meeting pay rate at $60 per member per meeting, and the road work rate at the same rate as regular road crew, $21.50 per hour.
I'll second.
Motion made by Peter, second by Jesse, roll call Peter.
Aye.
Jesse, Denny.
Okay. Close to the end. Setting hourly rates for equipment rental. This is rental rates between us and other municipalities. This would include the equipment and potentially an operator from Marion Township if listed. Personally, a couple of years ago, we sort of did away with the township operator listing because we don't have the road crew to be able to do that. And based on it being between us and another municipality, I don't see any reason really to change the rates. Again, we're not looking to make money. It's just something to cover costs of
do
wear
we
and tear.
even have this happening?
Not really. Every once in a while, somebody like, let's say, Jackson will be like, hey, we need a second backhoe for something we're doing. Can,
Yeah.
This just sort of legitimizes the can we borrow it situation.
There was something, I don't remember last year with Wilmsdorf,
Yeah.
but then we borrowed
Something
something
from
and they
them,
borrowed something of
yeah.
ours, so we just kind of
We
like,
just sort it sort of
Yeah.
came out.
yeah,
Who does our street sweeping?
Oh, that's just outside company.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Does one of these Ford F-550s come off?
Should.
the F-550 is the little truck.
Yeah.
The International was the big one.
Okay.
The
And hear
International
me
is not
out-
even
See
there.
international.
And
Yeah.
hear me out, with the lack of safety gear on that grader, do we want to rent that?
I was actually going to bring that up. Like I would say
I
we
would
just take
not.
the grader off.
Yeah.
That's not
They're-
ideal.
Kelly, it's ancient. It's like giving you a Model T and expecting it to hold up to those crash standards.
Well, I mean, that and there's levers for days on that
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Like if you don't know what you're doing with it,
That's the-
like
It's
it's
the old way the
Yeah.
old farm tractors were too, and they were
yeah,
a
So-
lever and
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
and they were all different.
I would say we just don't rent it out personally, but
It's a liability in my
Yeah,
opinion.
I'll
let's
move it
strike
and-
that one. Okay, so this would be, if we're gonna do this same as last year, would be John Deere backhoe, the 310 SL at $150 per hour. The John Deere tractor, 6230 with or without attachments for $100 an hour.
Boom mower needs to come off.
The boom mower would come off. The Ford F-550 dump truck would be $50 an hour. F-550 truck and snowplow would be $75 per hour. And since the stone is extra, excuse me, I'm like about to sneeze. Thank you. Okay, so other than the removal of the grader and the John Deere 6410 boom mower, I would say we approve the same rates as 2025 for all equipment.
So is the truck that we just sold not on here?
Correct, it is not listed there. That was the international.
Good plan.
And it is only for other municipalities.
Other
right?
municipalities. This is not like Kelly could come in and rent the dump truck.
Right. So it couldn't be
Sorry, Kelly.
anything, so it couldn't be anything private.
No private, municipal only. Okay, motion on the table.
Second?
Okay.
Motion made by Peter, second by Denny, roll call Peter.
Aye.
Jesse,
I-
Denny,
Okay, next is the setting of the pavilion rental rate. Technically, anybody can use the pavilion at any time. However, for $25 per day, we can put up a sign that says that it's reserved for somebody.
Yep.
Again, not doing this to make money, just doing this to
That's pretty
give
nice.
some sort of
Goodwill.
Yeah, I was gonna say goodwill and legitimacy to somebody actually reserving it. So
Okay.
I'll make a motion to set it at $25 a day again.
Before we.
Yeah.
Go through that, can we just put maybe something in there to protect ourselves, like if the kids if someone ends up renting it for $25 a day and then we go in there and there's spray paint on it?
I mean, we could go after people for damages. It's no
That's what I
different
mean,
than any
just
other.
because that's my own.
Just because you rent it doesn't mean that you can
Right.
destroy it.
Right, so is there like,
Yeah.
if they do that, is there like gonna be a cleaning fee or?
Colin hasn't had a problem with this in the past. We can check with him, but I have a feeling if we said like, hey, you rented it for the day and it's covered in like all sorts of weird graffiti now, yeah, then
Right.
you
Well,
were
we're not-
responsible by, virtue of you
You
being
paid
person
$25.
renting. We have you, you filled out the form. We know who you are.
Right,
But we can check with Colin.
Alright, well.
Yeah.
Now you should see the stuff that was on that pavilion last year, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
But they didn't rent it.
they weren't renting.
Yeah.
No, they were kids.
Okay. So I made a motion. Go here a second.
Who seconded Denny?
Jesse.
Jesse. Motion made by Peter, second by Jesse. Roll call, Peter.
Aye.
Jesse. Denny.
Okay, next is to set the mileage rate. Last year's IRS mileage rate was 70 cents per mile. 2026 IRS rate is $72, or 72
Yeah.
cents, 72.5. Yeah, I'm gonna do a lot of driving then. 72.5 cents. Half cents are just stupid. So we don't,
I read that and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh
Two
my God.
miles, it's a whole
it
thing.
is, but like, I don't know. I'm philosophically opposed to having a half cent.
Yeah.
We never ever deviate from IRS's rate, so I'll make a motion to set it to 72.5 cents.
I'll second it.
Motion made by Peter, second by Denny. Roll call, Peter.
Aye.
Jesse.
Aye.
Denny.
Okay, next is PSATs, the convention for 2026. We need to nominate the voting delegate. Last year, this was Lisa. Say it be Lisa again, so that's where my motion is.
What does that, entail for voting delegate?
When somebody goes to the convention,
Mhm.
they're authorized to vote on our behalf for people in like the PSATs organization. Like if they say, oh, we're, electing a new PSAT secretary, Womelsdorf, what's your delegate vote for, either this person or this person? Most of the time, there's only one choice, so it's really kind of a puppet show. But it's for somebody to do that on behalf of Marion Township so that we don't have to put it in as a board for a vote.
Okay. That could be somebody also, like, it couldn't be us.
I mean, it could be us too. Like, there's nothing that says we can't have one of us do it, but Lisa usually is the one that goes to the conventions, if I'm at all honest. Out of the three of us, I haven't been able to go to one for a while because of work.
Right.
You want to be Jesse?
I just wanted to see if anybody else is interested.
Denny?
Okay. A motion stands for Lisa.
PSAT's convention is very informative if you do have the
It is.
opportunity to go.
It is a good thing to go
It's
to.
a very good thing for supervisors to go.
Second,
Yep, I'll second it.
Jesse.
Motion made by Peter, second by Jesse. Roll call, Peter.
Aye.
Jesse.
Aye.
Denny.
Okay, Berks County Convention for 2026. We made a motion technically last year, 2025, to authorize attendance, hourly compensation, mileage to the Board of Supervisors, Secretary, Treasurer, as well as the $50 compensation and authorization of attendance for elected auditors and the tax collector. I don't really think we have to do anything with that other than, I guess, for 2026, we'll make a motion to authorize the attendance, hourly compensation, and mileage for Board of Supervisors, Secretary, Treasurer, as well as authorizing the attendance and a $50 compensation for mileage for elected auditors and tax collector.
Yeah, I was just thinking it.
Actually, yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good point. Yeah. So
I just copy it from last year and the year before.
yeah, I will make a little addendum. Thank you for pointing that out, Kelly. For the motion made to authorize the attendance, hourly compensation of mileage for Board of Supervisors, Secretary, Treasurer, and Road Crew.
Roadmaster.
Well, I mean,
We got a
honestly,
pretty big road crew if everybody would say we're going.
yeah, the only person that would probably go would be Abby.
Yeah.
Who is the person we had an issue with people showing up on our behalf and?
Oh, it was Franklin Trout.
Yeah,
Yeah,
always.
or Harold Manbeck.
So we
Yeah,
gotta
two of
bite,
them.
we gotta bite that on the net.
Yeah, but yeah, they didn't have our approval to go though. Like even in those categories that I just listed off, they weren't applicable for that.
Right.
So,
Trying to-
it's up to you. If
Got
you want to be roadmaster,
You got reimbursed for it.
I think it was because PSATs, there was some weird shenanigans with that PSATs sent money and then he sent money and like it was,
It was a mess.
yeah, it was a whole big thing. But yeah, no, they're not supposed to go. They just go a lot of times anyway for some bizarre reason. But with that said, I'm okay with changing that to roadmaster rather than road crew. I just figured if it was a situation where,
I mean, what's everybody's thoughts on it? I don't wanna make a call myself.
I don't think that's gonna be that big of a deal,
Yeah.
honestly. Like, I don't think we're gonna have like anybody else other than like
Right.
Carl and maybe Abby.
Roadmaster and assistant.
Well, we don't have anybody that's officially designated as the assistant though.
Well, if you say secretary and assistant secretary,
Oh,
Yes,
see,
okay.
she could go as assistant
Okay,
secretary.
I like the
Yeah.
thought. I like the thought. Okay, so as it stands, motion to authorize attendance, hourly compensation and mileage for Board of Supervisors, Secretary, Treasurer, and Roadmaster. And Assistant Secretary.
right.
Then we also would authorize the attendance and a $50 compensation along with mileage for elected auditors and the tax collector.
We kept her in.
Ironclad.
Assistant secretary, she's both.
Yep, exactly.
I'll, second that.
Okay, Dennis second.
Motion made by Peter, second by Denny, roll call Peter,
Complicated one. Yeah,
Jesse,
Aye.
Denny.
So does everybody go to these things?
I
I mean, I
went
saw it was
to,
like 4,000 people last year.
I went to the convention the first 2 years that I was on the board, and then work got busy and I just couldn't make it.
Yeah.
Kelly's right. There's good stuff there. It's kind of like the boot camp stuff. It's a lot of
Yeah.
everything kind of all at once.
Okay.
Sometimes they have, you can see what the itinerary is.
Yeah.
So like certain years, there's like, oh, they're doing a lot of road related stuff. That's a good one for, road crew and people to go to, or like, oh, they're doing, right to know. They're doing a bunch of seminars on, right to know and records management, and this and that and the other thing. So,
I think just the networking that you can do there.
I mean, yeah, it's a good opportunity for that too. Okay, moving right along. Next one is to set the treasurer and assistant treasurer's bond amounts. Last year, this was $900,000. That's what it has been, and from what I understand, that's the PSAT's recommendation for, generally speaking, how much we have in our accounts and our budgets. This is the bond for anybody that is handling money that is required. So unless you guys have anything to say contrary, I'm going to make a motion to set the bond amount for the secretary, or excuse me, the treasurer and assistant treasurer for $900,000.
Oh, second.
Motion made by Peter, second by Jesse, roll call Peter.
Aye.
Jesse.
Aye.
Denny.
Aye.
Okay. Now we get into the real fun stuff. Setting the Board of Supervisors meeting dates for. Yeah, this is going to be a long one. Okay, so with the exception of potentially October, November, and December, we should be pretty easy with, it's the last Thursday for the Board of Supervisors meeting and the second to last Thursday for the workshop meeting. That's kind of what we had talked
We're
about
gonna
last
do
year.
the third, yeah.
Yeah.
The Thursday before.
Thursday before, so it'd be the second to last Thursday
Mhm.
of the month. So for January, that would be the 29th as the Board of Supervisors meeting. So you're doing workshop board. Okay.
Okay.
So workshop would be the 22nd of January. Board would be the 29th.
Okay,
For February, this would be the 19th and the 26th respectively. And then for March, oddly enough, again, 19th and 26th. April would be the 23rd and the 30th. May would be the 21st and the 28th. June would be the 18th and the 25th. July would be the 23rd and the 30th. August would be the 20th and the 27th. September would be the 17th and the 24th. October would be the 22nd and the 29th. November would be, we would have to move it up a week because the 26th is the last Thursday of the month. So it'd be November 12th for the workshop, November 19th for the board. And then December, again, because of Christmas Eve falling on that Thursday, would be December the 10th for the workshop and the 17th for the board. Any issues as I rattled all that off? Okay. Okay, so motion stands to have the Board of Supervisors meeting set for the last Thursday each month, with the exception of November and December, with the workshop meeting being the Thursday prior, each of which at 7 p.m. here at the Township Building. Dates as specified. September was the 17th and the 24th. Lisa will send that out to everybody then too.
I'll just mark my.
Yeah, there's nice little spreadsheet I'll set out.
I can also set calendar reminders on Teams too.
Cool. Yeah, we can utilize Teams.
Yep.
January was 23rd and 30th.
22nd.
22nd and 29th.
Yeah, I just gotta get them count.
Yeah. Okay,
Do we have
so,
somebody seconding it?
who seconded? Okay,
Denny?
Denny.
Motion made by Peter, second by Denny. Roll call, Peter.
Aye.
Jesse.
Aye.
Denny.
Okay. Planning Commission dates. These are easy. Planning Commission dates are usually third Tuesday of each month as needed at 7:30 here in the municipal building. I'll make a motion to keep that exactly the same this year as it was last year.
Motion made by Peter, second by Jesse. Roll call, Peter.
Aye.
Jesse.
Aye.
Denny.
Okay,
Aye.
now, holiday schedule. So 2025, we had the following holidays for the township office: Martin Luther King Day, President's Day, Memorial Day, Juneteenth, Independence Day, Labor Day, Columbus Day, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, and the primary election and general election. That's all of the, with the exception of the 2 election days. It's the federal holiday schedule plus election day for us being closed.
Now I think Christmas Eve is a federal holiday as of what, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah,
That's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
Christmas Eve and the day after Christmas,
Well, Christmas Day is already a holiday.
Yeah.
It's Christmas Eve is now.
and the day after Christmas.
Really? Boxing Days?
Yeah,
Sweet. I
yeah.
I officially get off for my birthday.
Did you see, there, you see my text? I'm like,
Yeah. Here, let me.
If any of those fall on days,
I don't know.
do I get paid?
what's that?
If the office is closed, I think you get a partial if you wanted to do
I
that.
can't hear you. What's that? I don't know. Trump had it for this year. I don't know. So was it 1 year? Was it like permanently?
Declared it like
Well,
2 days before Christmas. and that was it.
I had to work Christmas Eve,
Yeah.
so I didn't get that one.
I mean, yeah, it was literally sent out like within like days or something like that he approved this.
So that was just for federal employees. There's an executive order excusing federal employees from duty on Wednesday, December 24th. Yeah, they are not permanent additions to the holiday schedule. 26 was included for federal workers as well. So,
Yeah, I didn't know if it
Don't
was,
have to worry about that.
yeah. So, okay. Like I said, that's the federal holiday schedule. I shamelessly took the one that we have from work because if the Fed is closed, we're closed.
Yep.
So unless you guys have any issues or concerns or things you want to change out or remove, I would say we just go with that same thing that worked well this past year.
let's do it.
we're keeping it as is. Motion made by Peter.
Yep.
Second by
It's your turn.
Second,
Denny. Roll call, Peter.
Aye.
Jesse.
Aye.
Denny.
aye,
Okay. PTO schedule for office staff. So last year we had 6 days available to the treasurer for sick and other time off, and 11 days of PTO for the secretary. Again, I think that worked pretty well. between any of the other days off and
Carl
PTO
has
days
5
off.
weeks. I don't know if you need to
Yeah.
approve that again.
I think that's contingent. So the treasurer, if you work part-time hours, like you actually were working 20 hours a week, you would have 6 days off a year.
So that would have to be, because she was asking me that, so I
Yeah.
don't know.
So we don't have to split hairs on that tonight, but one of the things that we do need to consider is Abby and Dan working less than the 20-hour, like, part-time threshold. They're still part-time, but they're below that
Right.
threshold. What would we give them in terms of paid time off? Do we give them paid time off? Do we give them,
And I have a
3
question.
days?
Let's say they do work the required time to get the PTO. Do they get this is included for Lisa and Carl
Yeah.
as well. Do they get the time if they want to get paid out? Like, do they? If they
that
don't
is
take it,
something
is
that
it
would
lo-
have to be specified in
Right.
our handbook.
Is it-
Otherwise, it's expressly use it or lose it.
So it's use or lose right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
That is something that is provisionally not labor law, but is company policy.
So what about this one? What if Lisa's on vacation?
Yeah.
And then she decides to work that day? Does she get paid her vacation day and her?
No.
Okay,
Now that's you're either on vacation or you're working.
okay.
You don't get both.
So then that vacation day will carry over?
We don't carry. You use it or lose it. So like Lisa had 11 days last year. If she only used 10 as of January 31st at midnight, that day's gone. She has 11
You mean
again.
I'm only bringing this
Yeah,
up
separate, thank
because
you.
Carl was on
Yeah.
vacation and then plowed and did all that extra work for
Yeah.
snow.
Well, then he wouldn't bill twice for it. He would just put in that he was working and he has the vacation day again. Or he'd use the vacation day and then flex the time or something like, there's ways to
Right,
do it,
I'm
but
just saying like.
we're not double billing.
Right, well, it stinks because you finally earned your vacation, you want to take it, and then a snowstorm hits.
Let's just put it this way, unofficially speaking, I don't think any of us would be jerks if Carl was like, hey, I had vacation on that Friday and I had to work. Do you care if I take another day off to comp it? Like,
Right,
I don't think any of us are gonna be
Right.
that weird about it. But officially speaking, it wouldn't be, hey, I had time off and I came in and worked 10 hours. You're not gonna get the paid time off for the 8 plus the 10. Like, that's not how any of that sort of kind of falls into place. But
Personally, I do not see myself using.
for what it's worth, most part-time position stuff doesn't.
Abby, I can
I can-
see using it
Yeah,
because
yeah.
she does both.
Yeah.
Secretary and.
And I
But
think,
for myself, I'm trying to get the hours down as low as I
Yeah.
can.
so I would say we don't have to vote on it tonight. Other than we can approve the lease a bit and like provisionally a certain amount for the treasurer. But we do need to sort of decide again, operationally, what is the threshold for part-time getting any sort of paid time off?
what was the threshold for when we had like Soul and,
20 hours a week.
20 hours a week, and they made it easily because of.
Yeah, and they were,
The norms.
the like, again, we try not to buck the trend too much. But for any of those soft benefits to go into place, it's about 20 hours a week. And then if you were looking at health benefits, you have to be more than 32 hours a week.
Right.
And there has to be a certain number of full-time employees within the company before that's a requirement. Which is kind of where we're at.
What's your thoughts? Any thoughts?
I mean, I'm fine in saying that if you don't hit the 20-hour threshold, then you don't get anything.
Okay, like I said, we don't have to decide on that tonight. Like, that's of the things that we have to do tonight for reorg, that's not one of them. The only thing we have to do right here and now is say, like, part-time treasurer, 20 hours a week would get 6 days a year of paid time off, sick leave, et cetera.
Mhm.
And Lisa, as the full-time part-time secretary, excuse me, would get like your
Full-time.
full-time secretary, I was jumbling that around in my head, would get the 11 days of PTO. So, not to overcomplicate things, I would say we just, for number 44, set it to be the exact same way that it was last year. If you make the hour cutoff as the treasurer, you get 6 days. You make the hour cutoff, which Lisa definitely does, you get 11 days of paid time off. That's where my motion is.
I'll second.
Motion made by Peter, second by Jesse. Roll call, Peter.
Aye.
Jesse,
All right.
Jenny.
Okay, the last item on the agenda is the adoption of resolution 2026-1. This is the professional fee schedules for craft, SDE, Hydroterra, Kozlov Stout, and Barley Snyder. I'll make a motion to,
We
yeah.
know we won't have SD.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
So,
Scratch SD, but
Well,
we have craft, we have everybody's,
Yeah.
we have everybody's stuff. We're just eliminating.
right. So we would have to say,
But it's still in the
hold on.
resolution.
Hold on. Actually, I get where you're coming from. We do want to leave them on there for now because of the transference.
right,
There is gonna be billing still coming in,
because we're gonna need to pay them until
Yeah.
we're completed.
correct?
Yep.
Even though they're not appointed, there's gonna be
Right.
Should be swapped.
I didn't know if you would, in this resolution here, we have to say craft code services and craft engineering services. just-
no,
didn't know how
it's,
you have to word that.
no, it's craft municipal group in the actual, resolution itself.
Okay,
So, okay, good question though. Good question. Motion to adopt resolution 2026-1 for fee schedule.
Second that?
Motion made by Peter, second by Denny, roll call Peter.
Aye.
Jesse.
Aye.
Denny.
Okay, that's it for the agenda items. So motion to adjourn. Time is
No.
now 8:08
Question.
after we adjourn.
After we adjourn, 8:08.
Need to learn these things.
It may. I don't see anything on here for police contract.
That's
Yeah,
not something we appoint. That's contractual.
It's
It's
contractual.
contractual. It's the same thing with like the trash service.
We have to hire them.
No, we've already committed to it.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, it's been done.
okay.
Okay, yeah, anyway,
Adjourn meeting at 8:08. Peter made the motion, who's seconding it?
Second that.
Motion made by Peter, second by Denny, roll call Peter.
Aye.
Jesse. Denny.
okay, thanks, everybody. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, the police contract stuff is